The next topic of discussion is derivatives of functions in parametric forms. Let's see what it is. So the content given here is sometimes the relation between two variables, the two variables that we are going to see is x and y. The relation between the two variables x and y need not be explicit always or implicit always, but some link of a third variable with respect to the two variables separately. So if the third variable is able to establish the relation between the two variables x and y, then the third variable is what is called as the parameter. So whenever you have these kind of forms that are given to you, suppose I have x is a function of some third parameter, third variable t, similarly y is a function, some other function of t, then this form is what is called as the parametric form, because you are writing x and y in terms of the parameter t. So these forms are what are called as the parametric forms. So in order to find the derivative of such function, then what we are supposed to do is you need to differentiate x with respect to t, which will give you f dash of t. Similarly, you need to differentiate y with respect to t, which will give you g dash of t. Then to find dy by dx, then you need to divide dy by dt with dx by dt, that is you will get g dash of t divided by f dash of t. So this will be the final answer for dy by dx. So what will happen here is when you are finding dy by dx, then dy by dx will be in terms of t. That is the only difference. So in the previous cases and all, if you see, dy by dx will be only in terms of x and y. Here you will have a third variable t. So left hand side if it is dy by dx, right hand side will be a complete expression only in the terms of the parameter t. Let's see an example to understand this concept better. So the example number 37 that is given in your textbook is x is equal to a cos theta, y is equal to a sin theta. Our work is to find dy by dx. So as I told you, so x is a function of theta and y is some other function of theta. So to find dy by dx, we need to do dy by d theta and divide it with dx by d theta. So differentiating x separately. So dx by d theta will be equal to a into d by d theta of cos theta. So this will be minus a sin theta. Similarly, dy by d theta will be equal to a into d by d theta of sin theta. So this will be a cos theta. Then what is dy by dx? So dy by dx will be equal to dy by d theta divided by dx by d theta. So dy by d theta is a cos theta divided by minus a sin theta. This and this will get cancelled. So the answer will be minus cot theta. So dy by dx is equal to minus cot theta. So this is the required answer. So this is how you are supposed to solve the problem. Okay. So it is as simple as this, but I'll give you another meaning of what are these parametric forms. This is only for your knowledge purpose. You need not use it in the exam. It is just for you to visualize the same concept from a different perspective. Okay. So observe, the answer is minus cot theta. Have it in your mind. Now, this x is equal to a cos theta and y is equal to a sin theta are also called as the parametric coordinates. They are also called as parametric coordinates. So when I say coordinates, you know coordinates are written in the form of ordered pairs. So parametric coordinates, I can write it as a cos theta comma a sin theta. The question is, these are the parametric coordinates of which particular curve? So when I say coordinates are possible only for a curve. So these are the parametric coordinates of what type of curve? Let's try to visualize. We know that x is equal to a cos theta, y is equal to a sin theta. We know the relation between cos theta and sin theta. The important relation that exists is cos square theta plus sin square theta is equal to 1. So which implies cos theta is equal to x by a, sin theta is equal to y by a. And we know that cos square theta plus sin square theta is 1, which means in the place of cos square theta, I can write it as x square by a square. In the place of sin square theta, I can write it as y square by a square. This is equal to 1, which implies x square plus y square is equal to a square. You know what this equation is. This is the equation of a circle with center as origin and radius a. That is, when you have a circle with the center as origin and the radius as a, any one of the coordinates on the curve can be a cos theta comma a sin theta. That is the meaning of this. Okay. Now, what is the meaning of finding dy by dx? So we know that in the beginning I told you derivatives are calculated to find the slope of a tangent to a curve at a given point. So here the point that is given is a cos theta comma a sin theta. So if I draw a tangent at this point, I am asking you what is dy by dx to this curve at this point. At this point means dy by dx at a cos theta comma a sin theta. That is the meaning. If I need to find something like this, then I am going to find it from this equation. Observe. So you know that x square plus y square is equal to a square. So differentiating on both sides with respect to x, what do you get? So derivative of x square is 2x. Derivative of y square is 2y into dy by dx chain rule is equal to derivative of a square is a constant, that is 0. So which implies dy by dx is equal to minus 2x divided by 2y. So minus 2x by 2y means minus 2 into what is the value of x? X is a cos theta divided by 2y. So I can say 2 and 2 will get cancelled. I can write it as just minus x by y. So it is minus x is a cos theta and y is a sin theta. So a and a will also get cancelled. It will be minus cot theta. So this is what is dy by dx. So whether you differentiate the given equation or whether you differentiate the parametric coordinates that are given, dy by dx is always minus cot theta. So if you want to visualize what exactly this dy by d theta means, it is nothing but if you draw a tangent to the curve at that particular point, then the slope of this tangent is what is going to be minus cot theta at that particular point. So this is a concept we are going to learn in the chapter applications of derivatives under a topic called as tangents and normals. Okay, so I hope the visualization is clear. Anyways, I am repeating it. This concept is only for you to visualize it. You need not use it. When they give you this kind of a question, just differentiate and then find out the answer.